Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Anna. Welcome back to my channel for Love After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 15, The Rebound and the Monster. I'm going to be flipping between 14 and 15. I did not do 14 because I did not care. Like, it wasn't really giving much. And honestly, this episode is not giving much either. It's probably me and my emotions. It's about that time of the month for me, so I be feeling like my anxiety and a little bit of depression be getting the best of me, so I don't really be caring like that because this didn't move me like that. But let's just get into it. Chaz and Branwen, so they finally get to go to this cabin together and spend the night. And when they meet up, Branwen is already in a mood. Like, she don't feel like being bothered. She claims it's because she's sleepy. But you and I know that it's because she already know what type of time Chaz is about to be on when they get back to this cabin. So they get there and she's like, oh, I just want to cuddle and watch TV. So they end up doing that. You can tell that Chaz is getting antsy because he keep rubbing her leg and he just like trying to be a good boy, and I'm just like, he's annoying and cringy. Every time he pop up on the screen on some trying to be sexual and sensual, is just cringe worthy. And it's like, why would I want to sleep with you if that's what it gives? Like, anyway, so of course he brings up sex, and she was like, oh my god, it's like, is that all you think about? Like, I'm sitting here trying to watch TV and you want to talk about sex. Child, 2 minutes later, she goes out in full panic attack mode once again, and Chaz finally realizes that she don't want him. And I'm like, good, Chaz, we've been waiting for you. We've all been over here already. You're late. I don't know why you didn't see that. I don't know what type of stuff she was talking to him while she was in prison. She had to been talking some freak nasty stuff. Or maybe not. Because Chaz is he giving little old freak. So he finally says in his confessional, like, I don't really think this is working out. Like, every time we try to get together and do something, she have a damn panic attack on me. So I think that we should probably end things. And while she's having her panic attack, she goes and calls her sponsor and steps outside, but not far enough because we can still hear her. And when Chaz comes back from the bathroom, he's going to hear her. And she's just screaming and hollering on the phone. And it's like, if you can't be honest with your sponsor, who can you be honest with? Because she's steady trying to say, oh, I just don't know what decision I want to make. I don't want to leave my family and my daughter and my friends and my home to go to Kentucky where I don't know anyone, but that might be the best decision for me. And it's just like, not if you're not going to be happy. So she was like, why don't I just take you home? And she was like, okay. And he took her home. She said, love you. I don't even think he said it back this time. And I don't think we're going to see any more of Chaz and Branwen. If he really understands that she don't want him, hopefully he'll leave that alone. So let's move on. Taylor and Chance. Apparently it's Easter, and Taylor and Chance and the girls are at the park. Chance is in a large white bunny rabbit costume. And then they meet up with, what's her name? Taylor's parents. I think it was her dad and her stepmother. Don't know where her real mother is, but I believe that that was her real father that they were meeting with at the park. And while I understood where the parents were coming from as far as, you know, not really dealing with Bobby because they don't like the fact that she on drugs, I just feel like the daddy was putting a little too much on it. I don't know. It made me feel a way. It's just like you got all this animosity and anger towards Bobby, but you don't see through this creep in the big bunny suit. You don't know a predator when you see one. It's just everything Chance do. It's like he be trying to endear himself to people. Like he literally be trying to make himself seem softer. But as I said, and I'm going to keep saying, we see you. And we already know what you probably own. So I really didn't appreciate the parents being more focused on Bobby doing drugs, but y'all don't feel a way about this ex-con who also used to do all the drugs, living with your daughter and your grandchildren, your very, very, very young girl grandchildren. That didn't bother you? Oh, okay. I think our parents are just as goofy as Taylor is. I'm just saying it like that. That's the nice version. All they ass is ditzy. Because they didn't even know that Bobby was back on drugs. They didn't even bring it up. They just assumed that she was. And it's just like, I don't know their whole story. So Bobby could have been a mess. And she could have caused a lot of trouble. It just was very off-putting when they came on the camera and was saying the stuff that they were saying about Bobby. But y'all not saying nothing about this man that y'all don't know, that done moved in. Did y'all tell y'all parents that y'all made Bobby move out or no? I'm guessing no. The whole time Chance was just trying to big himself up to the parents, and they didn't seem to have a reaction to him either way, good or bad. But all that vitriol you had for Bobby, I feel like you should have had a little venom for old Chance, because he ain't shit, and I don't know how you ain't see that. But the daddy is giving me a vibe that I don't like, so maybe he can relate. Anyway, moving on. Kevin and Tiffany and Kayla. So Tiffany done left because, you know, she found those panties a couple of weeks back. So I guess she ain't been back. And he ended up linking up with Kayla. They go in the house. They start drinking. Mind you, Kayla went to Kevin's house. And she back on that shit that she was talking about. So who is this Tiffany, and why you keep trying to play me out, and it's just like he lied to Kayla and he lied to Tiffany so he can continue to sleep with both of them, and then whoever else he feel like he want to sleep with. Kayla is exhausted, and it seemed like she, like, what you call it, what Wayne say, fuck fight. That's what she liked to do. She liked to fight, and then she want to go fuck. So that's what they did. They fought. And then, of course, you know how when you get into it, well, some of us, when we get into it with our partner, and then you get to the bedroom, like, what was all that shit you was talking? It'd be hot at the time, but this is toxic. And y'all do this about every couple of days. And I just don't understand how either one of y'all, I don't understand how Kayla deal with you, and I don't understand how you can deal with Kayla. Part of me is Kayla must got some good cooch. She got to. And Kevin damn near admitted it. He was like, yeah, sex with Kayla is bomb. I know her spots. She know my spots. And it's giving very much that. It's giving y'all be having good sex, but it's still a toxic situation. And like I said, I just found out that she his baby mama. So you know niggas love their baby mama, and they gonna sleep with her if she let them. I'm over Kevin and Tiffany and Kayla. Can y'all all just have a threesome and get out my face at this point? Because that's what it's giving. That y'all gonna have a threesome. Because Kayla brought that up. She was like, maybe you should bring her over next time I'm here, and I might have to slap her around a bit. Because they both like girls. So, like, why y'all playing with us? Just go ahead and be in a polygamous relationship. Y'all on the wrong show. Seeking Sister Wives is probably where y'all need to be, which is another shit show, but I don't have the energy to review that. But if y'all like messy reality, go on and check out Seeking Sister Wives. I think it comes on, I want to say WeTV? I'm not sure. You can Google it. Anyway, that's all I got for Kevin and Tiffany. Deontay and Lindsay, I'm still trying to figure out what the catch is. Like, if Lindsay don't want no money, like, she got to be using him, trying to use him in some capacity, because she did try to get Deontay to bail her friend out of jail that she couldn't bail out of jail. But he ended up not being able to come home because he got pending warrants. So if you get out here, you just been and wasted your little $800 because he's going back to jail. So keep your money and, let him sit down for a little while. He apparently he's going to have to sit down for a little while. Anyway. So they finally get back to the Airbnb. And of course, they smash. And Deontay refers to his meat as monster. And Lindsay was like, I don't want nothing called monster entering my lady. I need you to stop calling it that. And then she ends up telling us that sex out of jail is painful. And I said that, and y'all know that, well, maybe y'all don't know, but usually guys that be a little delayed in the mind be having baby legs between their legs. So, and then I seen it because it's in Bondi's Discord. If you're not a part of the Discord, you need to get into it, because she got peen pics. And that don't really excite me, but I did go through them because sometimes you be wondering, I wonder. You look like you got a big what. Some people were disappointing. Some people were like, oh, wow. And then some people was like, okay, that's utterly ridiculous. But anyway, so immediately after sex, they get to talking about money and credit. And Lindsay, I guess she's the type of bitch that want to get taken care of, and she wants the finer things in life. I'm like, y'all be killing me, and y'all be in jail and be having a nerve to have higher standards, but you don't behave like you have higher standards. What else happened? This girl done been locked up so much that she gets PTSD from even hearing sirens or seeing sirens. Just like, girl, they ain't looking for you, but they might be, because she got other warrants. And I'm just like, girl, oh my god, can you sit down? You so worried about getting this man out of jail. You got your own stuff that you need to be worried about, boo. Like, focus on that. Focus on them warrants that you got, and not trying to get somebody out of jail that's still heavily on drugs, because she don't look like, as of now, that Lindsay is doing any drugs, because she's gained some weight. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. She asked Deontay about his credit, and he was like, my credit fucked up. This man got $15,000 in collections that he ain't paying on. It's like, did you not know Credit Karma is free? That's exactly what Lindsay pulled up, was your Credit Karma account, because I have one. I know what the damn screen looked like. And then she was like, it's just funny how you got all this debt, but you walk in here with boxes of mics. I said, ooh, she ain't. It almost made me feel away, but she wasn't lying. She didn't tell one lie. Deontay, he talking about, oh, well, I'm in so much debt because I spent $40,000 on Tia, and Tia ain't even give you none. All you had to do was spend a couple $100s on this Airbnb for a couple nights, and you got the coochie from Lindsay, and you done spent $40,000 on somebody that. And it's not like you. I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying like Tia was required to give Deontay some, because she didn't have to do nothing she didn't want to do. But I'm sure she was making him think that she was gonna lick his dick from the back, but it never happened. Had that man on his. Every time I see that scene, it annoys me. Get off your goddamn knees for that white woman. Get up. Stand up. Like, what are you doing right now? Ugh. Anyway, what else was going on with Deontay and Lindsay? That was pretty much it. Underwhelming. Sean, Sarah, Destiny, and Kelly. That's what the hell I put on the paper. I ain't making notes, y'all. I'm going off from muscle memory. So, Kelly finally gets to town, and she goes to Sean's room. And I be thinking, like, how the hell she found it? But production. They probably all staying in the same hotel right about now. So she gets there, and she like, I want to have a conversation with Sarah, before y'all, get married. And she was like, because I think she needs to know what type of man you are, and that you don't be there for your kids. And it's just like, why, Kelly? She know that. And she don't care. She know for as long as he been with Sarah, that he ain't seen his kids. He ain't seen about his kids. And before he got with Sarah, he was with Destiny, and he wasn't seeing about his kids. So, and then if she had any sense, I would have watched the season that he was on, and you would see that he wasn't about his kids. This has been a recurring theme. So she's not unaware. She's very much aware. She's gonna give a damn. Some women think that they gonna be the reason that a man changes, and it's just like, no, boo, sweetie, he's gonna do the same thing to you that he did to me, more than likely. But then at the same time, sometimes you get with a man, he don't do you right, and all you doing is teaching him how to be better for the next woman. And sometimes they get with that next woman and be everything to them that you wanted them to be for you. So it could go either way. But like I said, Sarah is not unaware of who Sean is. He get caught up in a lie with Sarah every other episode, and she like, is there anything you need to tell me? Is there anything else I need to know? And it's just like, we are a couple days before your wedding, and you still asking these kind of questions. You don't need to marry him. And then I hate that men be so quick to want to take care of somebody else's children and create families with other women, and then forget about the children that they already had. Like I told y'all, Sean sparks a wild hair up my ass, because that's how I felt about my daddy. I have an older sister, and then there's me, and then I have a sister right after me, a brother right after her, and then we had another brother who passed away. So it was 5 of us in total. And he got married to my younger sister's mother. They're not together anymore, but he was never around. And to me, as a young girl, it felt like you got another family and you forgot about me. I'm 28 years old, and my dad not being in my life still very much affects me in my adult life. I can deal with it better now that I have a mature mind and I understand that things happen. However, I don't like the fact that I just feel like these men could put more effort in. Like, you know where your kids at. All your kids is in one place, Sean. So your kids are easily accessible. I feel like you got money to take flights here and there, fun prisoners lifestyles. Then you got money to go back and forth and see your children. That's why all that money should have been going on flights back and forth for your kids. Then he gets to crying, and I don't think that the tears were disingenuous, but I feel like some men still just really don't be grasping how much they messing up their children by the way they move in life. Like I said, he gets to crying and he said, don't you think I think about that? And I don't doubt that he thinks about that, but it's just like, okay, but what are you doing about it though? Like, think about it and then put some action towards the thought. Do more, be better, be more present. And some of them kids might reject you. And I just feel like that's just some shit that you're going to have to eat until they feel like they comfortable with you and trust you, because they don't trust you right now. And why should they? You've never given them a reason to trust you. You didn't take care of their heart. So why would I trust you with it now? So I don't remember if they agreed to have a sit down with Sarah. I think he said that was cool. Sarah's gonna have a fit. She's not gonna like that at all. But it is a conversation that needs to happen though. If this is somebody that's gonna be around your kids, sometimes hopefully your kids will come and be able to stay with you and Sarah. But I don't feel like Kelly will allow that. It's just, broken homes are just so sad. And I always subscribe to, religious or biblical point of views, but some of this stuff be making me feel like, this is why you're supposed to be married before you get to having children with people. But marriage don't always guarantee that person is gonna be there, so I can't even really say that. But you're a little safer when you're married to the person and you have kids with them versus your seed being spread amongst several different women and you can't provide your time, money, or energy amongst several different households. Hello, Nick Cannon. Shout out to Jamie. It's a mess. Let me move on because I feel like I'm rambling. Destiny, they show this fool show up to her mama's apartment. Then her mama used to be on drugs. Cause this from here down is giving I used to be on drugs. I think she did. That's probably where Destiny got it from. But Destiny come over there. She apparently set up a blind date for her mama. And Destiny is going to do her makeup. So as she's doing her mother's makeup, she's sitting up telling her mama, yeah, I'm finna go crash this wedding because Sean still owe me money. And the mama fake was saying, maybe you shouldn't do that. But she was also kikiing and cacaing like it was funny. And it's not. It's not funny. And if she get to this wedding where Sarah people at and somebody stuff a mud hole in her ass, then what? Because we're going to stop acting like it just be black people that be with the shits. All people, every race, be with the shits. And I feel like you might go up in that wedding and you might get towed off. So you might not want to come and do that. But Sean sitting up here worried about Kelly crashing the wedding. No, my dear, you need to be worried about little Miss Destiny. And then all your information is public, and she was in jail for a lot of fraud and identity theft, so she can get your information. She was able to get the location of the church at the time it was gonna be. She know what suit you wearing. She know what dress that Sarah is wearing. Child. So she telling her mama, yeah, I'm about to go get my money. And it's like, he don't owe you no money, especially if that's not his baby. Why? Destiny is delusional, and the drugs have fried her brain. Because Destiny is giving very much, I'm back on drugs while I'm pregnant. Because she hasn't gained any weight. And we know how she has the potential to gain weight and what she looks like when she does gain weight, because that mug shot that they show is the same mug shot that they always show, and her face is fat. So when she was in jail and not really doing them hard drugs like that, she got fat in the face. You pregnant and your face still giving Skeletor, you're on drugs. My opinion. But I know a damn hype when I see one. Sue me. Did y'all see how aggressive Destiny was putting on her mama makeup? And I'm like, if she go over this eyebrow one more time, I'ma scream. Everybody, to me, not everybody, but I wouldn't say she looked terrible, but the way she was putting that stuff on her face, I know in person it probably looked a mess, because what be translating on camera don't always would be translating in person. And in person it probably is not given, but she didn't do a whole lot to her face. But the stuff that she was doing, I'm like, you mad aggressive. Like, she was. And then she wasn't even, oh my gosh, she wasn't even doing it right when she was putting on, was that primer or was that eyeshadow? Because if it's primer, then I get it a little bit. But if it wasn't, it's just like, why are you doing this? That's not how you put on no damn eye makeup. That's why you let me be quiet. Her mama told us in the confessional she don't think it's a good idea, but yet you still kikiing and caw-cawing with her ass like it was cool. Anyway, let's just move on. Britney and Ray. Britney meets up with Ray's grandma and basically tells her, like, everything is good, but lately Ray's been acting weird, and he's been not really being honest with me when I ask him what he's doing and where he's going. And then grandma's like, well, sometimes we make situations out to be something that it's not. I feel like grandma knew what was finna go on, and she was just trying to tell her, calm down, because this man about to propose to you, so just chill. And that's what ended up happening. They didn't really have a lot going on in this scene. He took on a boardwalk, and he said, I'm gonna take you on a date. I guess before they go on a date to have dinner, he takes her on a boardwalk, and they walk, and he tell her how much he loved her, and then he proposed to her. The ring was cute. I said, you better go ahead, Ray. So yeah, that was a cute scene. That's really all they had going on. Don't know what the catch is with them either. Like, what is it gonna be? Because everything is going really well, and this is Love After Lockup, and this is not the show for shit going well, unless it's towards the end, and they about to not be on the show no more. It be drama. So what is it? What's the catch? What is about to be? I don't know. Moving on. Britney and Marcelino. Marcelino out here cutting up. Britney called him while she's at the tattoo shop with her friends, drinking Tito's and cranberry juice. And she been telling them, what's been going on with Marcelino. Her friend, the one they had a threesome with, revealed that Mars came in her inbox talking about why you ain't ask for no more dick. And she claimed that she thought it was Britney and Marcelino texting, but it's just like, girl, you ain't thought that. You should have said something. Because I'm not just gonna assume that it's both of y'all. I'm gonna call my friend immediately. Hey, have you seen this? Do you know about this? Are you aware? That's what she should have did. But Britney calls Marcelino and she like, where you at? He like, home. And then she said, no, you're not home because I just talked to my mama and she said you've been gone all day and she been with the kids and she needs to be relieved. So I'm gonna ask you again, where's you at? Who you with? And what y'all been doing? Well, you know this man ain't say nothing. Like, he did not respond at all. And I'm just like, is he dead ass right now? Like, are y'all for real with this shit? So since he didn't answer, she said, if you don't answer, we're done. So he didn't answer, and then he eventually hung up the phone on her. And she took off her ring, and, you know, she cried. And her friend Shannon is basically like, fuck him. You know, he's not anything. Ooh. And I'm just like, I don't care. I'm trying to pull it from somewhere. But I don't care about this storyline. I don't. Y'all, I'm trying to find a fuck to give. And it's hard. So that's all I got for Britney and Marcelino. I'm sorry if this is becoming an underwhelming review. But it's been about 30 minutes. I'm finna get up off of here. Puppy and Amber. Puppy pregnant by Eric. And she ain't told him. I just like the fact that Amber be ready to cuss Puppy out. And so I wish she would do it. But Puppy ass so damn fragile that she wouldn't even be able to take Amber cussing her out like Amber really want to. Because Amber probably want to call her all types of dumb bees. Why would you get pregnant by him? He's going to tell you to unalive it. So why? The last episode, they went to see a lawyer, I guess, a divorce lawyer about Eric getting a divorce. And Puppy was doing most of the talking. And, you know, he ain't really seeming like he in no rush to hurry up and get divorced. And the Puppy done already said out her mouth that she feel like he playing both sides. So I don't know. Y'all gonna get enough of letting these men that you know is sleeping with other people run up in you wrong. I just wish y'all would stop. Please. This is not healthy. For your mental or your physical. If you catch my drift. It's not healthy. So she's sitting on this public toilet looking dumbfounded. Ain't wiped herself. She sat on that toilet the whole time that test was reading. I said, this is why this happened to you. Because you out here raw button toilet seats. Child, Puppy need to grow up. And I wish they would stop calling her Puppy. And I wish they would stop babying her. Because she's not going to get a grip. And she's not going to grow up if y'all keep coddling her. It seemed like everybody in her life, with the exception of Eric, coddles the hell out of Puppy. And babies her. Oh, like she's not a child. She's almost 40. Like, when are we going to get it together? When? Eric ain't gonna be happy about this. You should be nervous to tell him. Because he mess around and cut your hair. How could you let this happen? Elva said that test came up quick. Like as soon as the 3 minutes was over. Plus sign. Puppy's like, what does that mean? Girl, it means plus. Plus 1 with child. What do you mean? Oh, Puppy don't need no baby. Oh, Puppy don't need no baby, child. Amber, continue to try to be there for your friend since you love her so much. I wouldn't be able to deal with Puppy ass because she's a wreck. And I be having too much going on in my mind to be dealing with that kind of stuff with people. Like, don't get me wrong, I be there for people when I can be, but sometimes I can't. I got my own stuff. I need you to when I get my space and my head together, then we can talk about your stuff. But ain't nobody finna overwhelm me with they shit. And that seems like Puppy is the type to overwhelm you with her shit. You see that she in jail, or she getting drunk, or she not going to work, and now you pregnant by a married man that left you in Atlanta while he went to the casino and didn't check up on you, and then didn't let you know that he was still coming back to get you. He had you just waiting around. And if all of y'all on parole, you Puppy and Queen, I'm pretty sure Puppy you're on parole too, then your ass is on a pass too, and you need to get back the way you're supposed to be. So this was a hot mess, but I'm surprised I was able to pull 35 minutes worth of stuff out here for y'all. So thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all thought about this mess, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.